Sports for Brutes, ready to recap UFC Fight Night, Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley. The hype up to this fight, I feel like this is the first card in a while that had dumb hype and it completely lived up to it. I think
Exactly.
2 to 3 decisions throughout the whole card. I mean, super dope card, especially the main card. All finishes right besides the draw,
Yeah.
and that was a crazy fight too.
Yeah,
So,
it was, dude. That was a great fight. That's like a fun fan fight to watch.
yeah, I mean,
We'll get into Cowboy, but
yeah, let's just start off with Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart. How do you guys score the fight?
I was gonna say that went to decision too. So those are.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so 2 decisions. How do you guys see that fight?
look, I think that fight could have been a draw too. I think that I had Holland 2-0, but I think I had Stewart 10-8 in that last round. So I thought it might have been a draw, but Holland winning, not surprising though. I had him up 2-0. In that third round, Stewart dominating him though. So I was kind of like, if Stewart wins decision, I wouldn't be that shocked. But if Holland wins, I wouldn't be shocked either. But personally, I did have that fight as a draw or going to Holland. So I'm not too surprised. I think that was, Holland kind of got tired. But dude, he is he's a draw. I love watching Holland. So he has so many like hardcore fans, like casuals that don't know, but hardcore people love Kevin Holland. So I hope he gets a good fucking fight next, like a Perry fight or something, like a fun fight. That'd be pretty sweet.
I had it 2-1 for the dentist, but it wasn't I could totally see how you scored the second round for Holland because I don't respect how the dentist was fighting. He was too tentative and he was just getting picked apart, and I thought maybe he might have done enough to get the second, but I'm not gonna argue it because he had no sense of urgency. So I don't think it was a robbery or even a bad decision that Holland won at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, Holland's trying to fight him and trying to take his head off the whole time, and Darren Stewart's bobbing, and then he gets him on the ground and wants to talk at the end. It's I don't know. I thought maybe Holland was gonna get it too, and I wasn't mad at all at the decision.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, let's get Holland to fight where he can fight a guy like you said, a Mike Perry, or I don't know, someone just within that top 14 to 15 at either division, because he does what Chimaev does. He fights weight classes from 70 and 85. So I mean, yeah, I had it Stewart 2-1, but it wasn't the way that he fought didn't impress me, and he didn't go for it at all. Holland was the one trying to engage in the fight, and I mean, he stunned him so bad a couple times, and he was stunned too. But I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm not mad at the decision. I don't care if they run that fight back. I think they should both go their separate ways.
I agree. I don't think the UFC has any interest in that fight being ran back. I think Holland won, and they're happy that Holland won. So now Holland gets a bigger name. You know what I mean? So
They're not talking about running it back, are they?
No, but Holland was saying that he'll if you want Dana, if you want me to, I'll run it back. And
he's not running it back.
Yeah, dude. No
Before the fight, visualizing that fight, that's exactly kind of how I saw the fight going. Unless Holland put him away and won, that's how Darren Stewart is just kind of a grinder. Was it the first round Kevin Holland got clipped?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When he threw that uppercut left hook, that's when I knew I'm okay, this guy's going to be a good fighter. He just needs to he needs to get his cardio is not that impressive. He needs to get better cardio. His striking's pretty impressive. It needs to be tightened up, but if he tightens up his stand-up a little bit better, because right now he's just somewhat, when you watch, he kind of has that vibe, he's really hittable right now. And if he tightens that up, I think he can be actually a top contender. I think we said in the last podcast that he can't really be a top contender. At least I think I said that, or maybe I thought that. But when he got hurt and he landed that uppercut left hook, it reminded me exactly of, remember when DC poked Stipe? I think it was in round 2 of their second fight. And he was kind of shelled up, and then Stipe threw the uppercut left hook. It was the same combo. And when he threw that, I was yo, this guy's a freaking beast. I thought it was 2-1, the dentist 2, not a robbery. I can't believe you thought it was 10-8 round 3. It's not that I can't believe that. I didn't even think of that.
I thought Stewart like destroyed him that round, but I do think that Holland was up 2-0.
I
Yeah,
thought he had the most dominant round by far.
no, yeah, he definitely had the most dominant round. I didn't even like remembering that fight. I didn't even like think of it that it could be a 10-8. That didn't even cross my mind. But the fact you thought of that is actually pretty cool. I just didn't even. I don't even remember thinking it could have been a 10-8.
Holland said he thought it might have been a 10-8 against him.
Yeah, I mean he's a straight up dude.
Holland said it too, but when I was watching, I was like, dude, I think Stewart might steal that fight just off that round. You know what I mean? Like that, like he
Yeah.
might. So, but
Yeah, I mean it was a split decision too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean Kevin Holland definitely super impressive. Darren Stewart's just Darren Stewart. Like that's just how he fights. So that's kind of what I thought it was gonna be. It could have gone either way. Like I'm honestly happy Holland won, even though it ruined my parlay. Who cares? Like he's a cooler fighter and his striking's pretty freaking sick. Like he throws like dope stuff from like different angles that other fighters don't, which is pretty dope.
I was gonna say that Stewart, like, he's gonna be here. Like, if he got that decision or not, he's gonna like float around the same skill set, fight around the same guys, have the same style. But I think Holland actually, out of the two, even if he won or lost, like, is the one that could actually evolve his style. Like Stewart's just gonna rinse and repeat his style the rest of his career because it works for him. Like he doesn't take too much damage and he'll either win a grinder or he'll lose a split decision. But Holland can actually like pulls out new tricks every time. So I'm actually glad that Holland got the decision because I feel like he can more as a fighter than Stewart did.
All right.
Next fight we had Mackenzie Dern versus Is it Ronda Marcos?
Yeah.
Or Randa? I mean, exactly kind of. I mean, you picked second round submission. I picked first, and you literally said you don't want to see this fight go more than 5 minutes. So I don't know why you didn't pick first round.
Very thankful for Mackenzie Dern. She gave me everything I needed.
Dern just like her striking, her offensive striking, like it doesn't look bad, but like she takes shots while she's throwing shots. So if she fights like a top person, like she could like possibly be KO'd at that weight. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she fights like someone really good and gets like KO'd, like KO'd slash TKO'd. But I mean, like she looked obvious on the ground. She's a freaking beast. Like her, like she has like the way I can only describe it is like when she's on the ground with these other girls, she has like this like type of like man strength that like these girls don't experience otherwise. Like the way she was like turning her arm in every position she can to get the submission was like it was really impressive. Like her ground game is very good.
Incredible. Like her jiu-jitsu is like it's like untouched. It's like maybe the best in that division. Like
by far, yeah.
It's just it's very impressive. You know, and I like how she's working with Perillo now. I mean that might help her striking. I mean he's a good striking coach, but we'll see.
I mean, also one more thing before Peyton says something. Why did Marcos follow her to the ground when she threw that kick? I don't know why she did that.
I mean, that's why she's 10-10. I mean, like
she's 10-10-1. So really,
it's like
she should be 10-11.
No, seriously.
Yeah. I mean, just pretty like that was gonna happen regardless. But the fact she followed her down is just I don't get that.
Yeah, Cyphers did the same thing against her. It's two low-level journeymen who she fought. But, yeah, like, I thought once she got her on the ground, like, she looked pretty good because, like, even though Ronda Marcos is, like, definitely a journeyman, there's no way to describe a 10-10-1 fighter in any other word. But like, she actually showed decent jiu-jitsu. I mean, she only been tapped one other time. She tapped Angela Hill in a round. Like, she's all right. She's a flaky, fluky fighter. Like, she actually gave Rebaz – I mean, she got dominated by Rebaz, but she was tough. She lasted the whole distance. Yeah, Dern's jiu-jitsu is really good, but she still shows a lot of, like, I think there's still so many ways to beat her. Because have you guys seen the Rebaz Dern fight?
No.
You guys, she got beat in every single department, on the ground, on the feet, in the clinch. She just got picked apart everywhere against Rebaz. And I think Rebaz is a world-class fighter. I think she's going to at least fight for a belt at one of the weight classes coming up soon. So she's good, but like, yeah, like any of those top level people, like I think like a Claudia Gadelia would give her problems. Like even at that level, a shot like weathered fighter who used to be a top fighter like that would still give her a problem. But like, yeah, obviously there's stylistic matchups. Like if she could get Joanna to the ground, which wouldn't happen, then she could do work because Joanna's never been on the floor with someone with that level of jiu-jitsu or
And Dern's takedowns really aren't good.
no, they're not.
Yeah.
Like even Suarez, people might think, oh, wrestler versus jiu-jitsu. No, like if she does what Rebaz does, just stays close and passes her guard and holds her wrist, like Dern's not effective. I think Dern could get better with Perillo because more than anything, I've realized what he's done with Bisping, Vera, and now Dern is it's not just the striking, it's the mentality that they fight with.
Yeah.
Michael Bisping was a point fighter, like trying to squeak by these decisions, and then he started actually throwing real punches at these people once he went with Perillo. And then Vera is now way more confident. You can tell it's not as much of like I don't know, he's not getting like he was a little tentative at world level before he went there. And then even her mindset, just the way she was doing jiu-jitsu on the ground, like before it was kind of like safe trying to find the easiest position. Like she was just all over her, up and down, just trying to submit her. So, I mean, she looked better. I think she is better now, but we'll just have to see her fight someone top 8 to see where she's at because Rebaz demolished her.
Yeah.
Easily.
Quick stat. Just notice this. Well, on the 14 fight card, 10, 3, and 1, the red quarter won. So that doesn't really happen that often. Usually it's like even, but 10, 3, and 1 is kind of crazy that all of the red quarter won. And like by finish, almost all of them too. So
Yep.
Good night to pick the favorite.
yeah, for real. Or maybe not even the favorite, but like the person that's considered higher ranked or bigger draw. Yeah. Next fight, crazy fight. Johnny Walker versus Ryan Spann. Literally like by myself, like giggling during this fight, how fucking crazy it was.
It's just like Johnny Walker, you got the win, right? But like just watching that fight, like I feel like he's gonna get KO'd against a good top 5 light heavyweight. He's gonna get fucked, like especially against a guy like Rakic or something. Like if Johnny Walker wants to take that fight, like he's gonna get destroyed. Like that was like I think John Jones tweeted like nice bar fight. It literally was. They were just like swinging for the fences. Like this was not good at all. I mean, Spann almost had him out like twice, and then Johnny Walker had him. Like it was just such a, like
the whole no chin thing. Like I get that argument, but for this fight, like it's not that he can't take a punch. Like he's leaving his chin up. Like he took 2 disgustingly like clean left hooks, one to the chin, the second one to the temple. Like anyone's gonna go by like get rocked and badly hurt by Ryan Spann, like with that clean of a left hook. Like but the fact like they both hurt each other and then Ryan Spann just runs at him and throws an overhand right. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing? You're hurt too. Crazy.
Yeah, you see what he said after the fight, what Ryan Spann said?
What?
He said, I don't know what I got hit with because my face was in his crotch. They literally picked it up on camera. And then he looks and he's like, fuck, like right after. But like I literally watched like almost all of the fights in Ryan Spann's career because like I was trying to do a bunch of studying for 249 and I watched a bunch of people's careers and I knew that this would be a hard fight because he fought that guy named Alex Nicholson. You guys know who that is? Like he's like Mike Perry's friend. He's like the light heavyweight guy.
Oh, is he light skinned?
No, he's white. He's a white guy.
Okay. I'm thinking about
But well, he's like a brawler too, and like he had Spann hurt all over the place, and then Spann actually did what Walker did to him, where he caught him when he was hurt. And I was like, Walker, like I literally thought worst case scenario, even if Walker's hurt, I could still see him hurting Spann because Spann will keep it nice and technical, or he's going to get in a barn burner. There's no in between. He's either gonna go for broke or he's gonna fucking overly play it safe. So I knew with a guy like Walker, he'd be in this war, and I thought Walker would just be more. I don't know. He's just more adapted to a dogfight like that, and
yeah. But I mean, still though, like he he almost got clipped, like knocked out. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if Spann knocked him out too. Like he was literally like stunned twice. It's just, like, but like fighting like that, like it's fun. It's like it's fun for fans. But like if Johnny Walker ever thinks he's gonna be a legitimate top 5 guy or like champion, like there's no way of fighting like that. Like Dominic Reyes would piece him up. It's like not even like It's just not even
Yeah,
close.
he's not the top of the division. And you said Rakic, like he's not getting a Rakic fight next. Like the
No.
fight that I thought he was gonna have before Span that I think they're gonna do now, like if I think like matchmakers or anything, like the fight that makes the most sense is him versus the guy that just KO'd
Oh yeah,
versus
Yuri.
Vulcan.
Yeah, Yuri Prohaska.
I think that's the fight.
See, like that's 50-50 to me.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 fight.
I like honestly. I think that Yuri KOs him, dude.
I would pick the other guy too.
I'd
But
favor your.
the thing is, like John Kavanaugh, kind of like his fighters are just always the most fucking exciting. Besides that little midget, Gallagher. But
So isn't he in Bellator?
yeah, but every other fighter that's in Bellator or anything goes to absolute war, gets KO'd or gets finished every time. Literally John Kavanaugh said like we did not like try to improve him, make him fight any different. We just wanted to get him in shape. Like we didn't have him for enough time. It would just be stupid to do that. So now like him with John Kavanaugh, like if he doesn't fight for the rest of the year, which he's going to because it's Johnny Walker, he'll probably fight in December, probably on that December pay-per-view. But him with like working with John Kavanaugh, getting better and more technical, maybe like getting back to his clinch work, which he did versus Roundtree. Still see him getting KO'd by that other guy though.
No. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, because this is what we were talking about with him up at TriStar. Like, he was trying to be. I mean, like, what's it called? And you have Zahavi is like such a technical like coach and stuff like that. And like Johnny Walker's just not that type of fighter. Like, literally, all of his wins are either all of his wins are just KOs. Like, shit. Like, they're not like he's not like this. Like such a he's not like a good. I mean, I don't think he's a great fighter personally, but
That's good. It's good that he's with Kavanaugh then, because Kavanaugh like a Farasa Hobby's a guy that's like gonna completely like wipe out like what you're doing and then like try to like create like a overall MMA game plan. The thing that John does well, he's like he'll take you in and he'll make what you're good at better.
Yeah.
So like that is a 50-50 fight, but I'd for sure lean towards the other guy, and I think the other guy would probably be like near 2-1 favorite.
Yeah, no, he would. I think he would. I mean, like
I'd still take him too.
Yeah. I think that you guys are completely right. I was literally thinking it in my head, like, even though Faraz Hobby's a great coach and maybe even like technically a better coach than Kavanaugh, like for Johnny Walker, Kavanaugh's a 1,000 times better coach because you don't want a guy who's unorthodox and crazy and is like a curveball. Like he could throw whatever and you just don't know what's going to come. Like you don't want that type of guy going with a master technician because then they're going to fuck up your style and make you think about the crazy attacks that you're throwing. So a guy like Kavanaugh would be like, yeah, like throw what you're going to throw. Like if it works, it works. And I think he actually is the perfect coach for a guy like Johnny Walker because I think he can keep Johnny Walker calm.
Yeah.
And not do these crazy dances. Like, you even saw his celebration. Like, he's like, let's just keep it calm, go crazy in there, and we're good. Because I don't know if you guys know in boxing. Do you guys know who Prince Nazim Hamid is?
Yep.
I
do.
He's a very famous, like, featherweight fighter.
You should watch his highlights after. He was one of the biggest draws during his time. He's a really lit fighter to watch.
Yeah, hands down, like, make you slip, counter you. Like, never had his hands up and was just crazy. But he ended up going to a camp with Emmanuel Stewart towards the end of his career, like the past 6 fights. And Emmanuel Stewart's a super technical boxing coach who's like a catch and shoot style. So, and he said it in interviews, like he tried his best not to change his style. But when you're that good of a trainer and you see flaws that he has that are even working, you're going to have to try and address them. And I think that's what Faraz Hobby did because even though he got knocked out by Anderson, I thought he looked way worse against Kurloff than he even did against that. He just looked like conceding defeat, trying to play positions and do all this technical shit. Like you're never gonna ever. Johnny Walker will never win.
Yeah, I mean, versus Corey, he just got caught. Realistically, like he got caught.
And now, dude, that stoppage, like it was a good stoppage, I guess, the Anderson one. But like looking back at this one, like I think it could have gone an extra punch or two just to see, bro.
Yeah, because he never fell. He never fell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. He didn't.
I mean, like I said that in the beginning, but everyone's like, come on, he was kind of – I'm like, he was out. But, like, I mean, if Span has a much, much, much better chin.
Yes, 100%.
Like, I wouldn't have been shocked if maybe Walker, like, did the Kuntalaba for a second, but actually hurt and just threw the craziest uppercut he's at. Dude, Kuntalaba versus Walker. Kuntalaba knocks him out.
I love that fight, bro.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a 1-round dog fight.
They're already rescheduling the Russian guy versus
Yeah.
Kuntalaba. Like they're just
They've done
trying to
it
get.
like 5 times.
I
Like,
know they're trying everything to get that fight to go again. There's a story behind it. They're both unranked. You might as well just keep trying to schedule it.
but they're good fighters, though. I mean, I think the
Yeah.
rankings are all bullshit in all divisions. Like, there's guys who just like John Dodson who just got cut. Like, I mean, it was like kind of
Dotson
like
got cut.
yeah, he got cut like I don't know a few days ago. But it makes sense though.
Oh, he did? I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh yeah, John Dodson got cut like probably like less than a week ago. But he got cut because he's playing this safety bullshit style where, oh, I want to keep my never been finished record going, but I'm not gonna push to win to possibly get finished. And he's been doing it for like 10 straight fights. So UFC cuts him. But that guy was ranked like 11th.
Yeah.
And Vera's not ranked.
Yeah, Cheeto Vera. Yeah.
And like it just doesn't make any sense. And even Davisheli, like, okay, they're like, oh, he needs to be higher in the rankings. Like, he's holding crotches for dear life. Like fighting. Like Vera knocked O'Malley unconscious. Like he should be higher in the rankings. Like Yadong's putting people to sleep. Like Jimmy Rivera should not be as high ranked as he is. He's been knocked out and having the safety style since. Like
Yeah.
he's got a dip. Like they gotta adjust these rankings. Like a guy like Kuntalaba should be ranked over like I don't know, like who's in there. I mean Glover, I guess since he beat Smith, but before he beat Anthony Smith, like that dude was like losing to Corey Anderson and like it's just like I don't know why he was ranked like 4th this whole time. Like I think all the rankings are so screwed up. Like I think at some point Sports for Brutes should make our own rankings for the weight classes.
That'd be badass. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
All right. Next fight. I mean, Will, are you on the hype train yet, or you said you needed to see him fight? I mean,
Kushamayev?
I mean, like, look, like, I'm not on the hype train yet, boys. I'm not on. I'm still at the station waiting to get on the train. This is why. He fought a guy who feared his life in there. Like, this guy was not confident at all.
that's a part. That's a part of the fight,
Oh,
though.
yeah, no, sure. But I'm saying he's gonna fight better guys who aren't gonna be like that. And I feel like I don't know, man. Like Mershite, like he got knocked out his last fight too. He's a very iffy fighter. Like, and he's not bad, right? But like, I don't even want to see the Maya fight. I want Hamzat literally just to go fight a top. Like, I'd love to see him fight Leon Edwards. Like, Leon should do that. Like, no, but like Leon Edwards won't do that. But this is why he should. If he fights him on like Fight Island and Leon Edwards beats him, it goes to Leon. Like, okay, now Leon's like, okay, fuck, Leon, like, here's your title shot. You know what I mean? Like, he'll be deserving of one. But like, if he loses to Shemev, if he loses to him, then yeah, it looks really bad. Yeah,
I think they're gonna do Chimaev versus Magny.
Ooh, I mean, dude, Magny. I mean, but Magny plays it so safe and he's long.
You can't versus this guy. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's why
He's
it's
gonna
not-
get finished.
Yeah. He'll get finished in 1 round.
Because there's no like. There's certain fighters that are big draws that
wait,
they.
have you heard that, Parker?
Huh?
Wait, who have you been hearing that from? Just like
It just makes the most sense. Maya's not gonna fight him 100%.
Maya's not fighting him.
Magny, if Magny doesn't take the fight, who else?
Scott,
Wonder Boy's not fighting him.
I like the Scott fight, to be honest.
Scott's not taking that fight.
No. Scott won't take that fight, but I'm saying if he does, that's huge. Like, that's a huge opportunity for both of them. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I get you're not on the hype train, Will, but it's like I don't know how you're not. Like what you could notice when fighters are good, there's no feeling out process. They just go. And he just KO'd someone with one punch in 17 seconds.
No, I know.
And
but
he
I want to see him fight someone like wow, like that's a good name. Like, that's a good name to have.
but you can only fight it's his 3rd fight in the UFC. Like you can't just like does he deserve a title shot? Yes. He would be like I think he's already the champ.
See, like, that's where we're so far. He's not even close. Like, I think he's 2 more wins until he gets a title shot. Like, 2.
Okay, but like realistically, who's going to fight him? And give him a fight and give him a fight.
No, give him a fight. I think you can name any of the top 5 guys in the welterweight division.
You think Tyron Woodley doesn't get finished in a round?
He's not top 5. He would, but I'm saying, are you saying that Colby? Are you saying Usman? No,
I think Colby and Usman lose the fight.
I think that they both give him fights. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I think I would favor Chimaev over both of them, but that's just because I've been on the hype train before he was like a week before he was in the UFC because like I watched his highlight film, And I did the same thing with Adesanya too, where I was like, okay, like if this guy's not good, then I'm watching something weird. And then when I actually watched him fight, I was like, oh shit. But to Will's point though, he has fought raw novices who have no will to win and have no heart. And have
Okay, but realistically, you can only dude, no one is going to accept to fight him.
No, yeah,
No,
it's not his fault. I guarantee you, Chimaev would fight Usman tomorrow if he could, and Usman would fight Chimaev if like the money was right. But like, I'm saying, like obviously Chimaev would fight better guys, but like you said, like no one's gonna accept it. No one's gonna
There's
put
no incentive for anyone to accept that fight. It's like Colby, like I heard that like people were saying, oh, maybe Colby and Shimai. Dude, he should not take that fight. There's no incentive for Colby to take that fucking fight. But like a guy like Leon who can't get a fight and like no one thinks he's a draw, like why wouldn't Leon take that fight? Like if Leon thinks he's like the best in the world, he could just he should like beat Shimai. Like he beats him and like damn. Okay, Leon, like that's all. Like okay, shit. I guess this guy has to fight top 15 guys again, not top 5.
he would get ran over.
Maybe yes because
ready. This is another thing too. Why he's so good. He's a true 170er, and he just went up to 185 and KO'd someone in 17. It's not like oh like Mershot sucks. He sucks. But, he beat him up for 3 rounds, or, he beat him up for 2 rounds and submitted him. Oh, he beat him up for a round, submitted him. Oh, he finished him late in the first round. No, he marched him down and KO'd him in 17 seconds. Like, that's big draw type shit, and there's no other way to say it.
It is big. It's big draw type shit for sure, but it's just hard for me to get on the train, boys. Like, I have to, like, see him. I want to see him go against a top 10 guy, either – in middleweight, like a real contender. Like
he has more wins in the UFC than he's been punched. He has the same amount of wins in the UFC than people have attempted to punch at him.
Yeah,
yeah.
My point is, people are terrified of this guy. Like, no one wants to fight him, and when they do fight him, it's a mauling. Like, I just can't see. Like, this guy is Khabib, but better. He is better than Khabib Nurmagomedov. I have never ever seen someone fight like him in my life.
But let's break down his career. So John Phillips, okay, since he's the newcomer, John Phillips fought his heart out. Okay, John Phillips is a warrior. He did what he could, but he was super undermatched and a bad grappler. Reese McKee was beat before they played his walkout song, and Mershite was beat before they played his walkout song. And like 17 seconds, yes, is impressive, but this isn't Chimaev's fault. If someone could do this to their opponent, then perfect. But the guy starts the fight. He circles all the way to the left, doesn't go right, doesn't stop. He completely just circles, goes left. Oh shit, I'm stuck on the cage now, and gets punched and knocked out. Like, it wasn't like, it was pretty like, Mershot threw that away also. It wasn't like, I mean, he literally circled same way. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Oh, right hand, boom. Like, it wasn't.
Okay, but yet again,
side to side and at least like fucking trying to fight him or like fuck with him. Like, he just running. Oh crap, I'm stuck against the cage, and then a punch came.
Okay, but yet again, it wasn't like a punch into a TKO. It was a KO punch.
Yeah, it was, but he was stuck against the cage.
Yeah, but how are we not giving
no defense
Chimaev all the credit for this?
I'm saying Hazmat is a fucking monster. And
a lesser fighter doesn't trap someone in an octagon within 15 seconds, throw one blow, and But my point is,
same way though.
No, I know. My point is, how is he not a fight title shot in either division?
Because at 170, like here's why I think Scott.
Because if like Will's point, we need to see him fight someone, right?
Yeah.
If he fights another bum outside of the top 15. Inside the top 15 to top 10, between the top 15 and top 10, anyone between 185 to in between 170 to 185, they're getting finished within the first 3 minutes. 1,000%. I do not.
Let me look up the rankings really quick. I would probably agree, but I just want to see like Jeff Neal. I wouldn't say is 100% going to get finished in 3 minutes.
As good as Jeff Neal is, this guy's the best fighter the most well-rounded best fighter I have ever seen in my life.
That's crazy.
Okay, so Robbie Lawler, Pettis would get finished.
Lawler finished in a round. Pettis finished in a round.
Nate Diaz would get finished, not in a round.
In a round.
Survival. Roy McDonald cheese. Just hold on for dear life. Fucking I love
But
Nate.
but
Nate's not going to
Shama-
fight a grappler, so it doesn't matter.
yeah,
But
no
Jeff
way.
Neal's 12th. I don't think it's 3 minutes. I think I would favor Chimaev. I think Chimaev would win, but I think Jeff Neal's a game fighter. Magny would get finished. Luque would get finished. Dos Anjos is too like that's the style to beat Dos Anjos.
Yeah.
Chiesa, nope. Maya, pretty disengaged. And then like we get here, like the only guys from up here that I would say should fight him is like Usman shouldn't fight him. There's no reason yet. Burns shouldn't fight him. There's no reason yet. Colby shouldn't fight him. Masvidal shouldn't fight him. But like if you're Edwards or Wonder Boy, like
Yeah. Edwards
what
are
guys, like, what are you guys gonna do? Either fight each other or fight Chimaev.
You know
Exactly.
that's what's gonna happen. Like this guy being so dominant, he's gonna create matchups within the division that people didn't want to take just not to fight him.
Absolutely.
Like I would not be surprised if Edwards now fights Wonder Boy, and then Masvidal fights either Colby or Nate, and then but Colby's not taking that fight. So
Colby's
also
not.
we have 5 minutes left. So do we go into Donald?
Wait, real quick, I just want to say I'm going through the middleweight rankings. I think he would have a much better time at middleweight, like easily dominating the competition. Like, let me just run this down real
I
quick, and then
agree.
we'll run down
I
one.
think he beats everyone in that division.
Yeah,
I do
Except
too.
for I mean, it's hard. Like, I love Adesanya, and I think he's special too. Like, he's special.
That's a hard fight, but I think it's
I think that shit, like, yeah, but I think that like Adesanya is good takedown defense, but like I think I don't know, dude. That's a hard fight for me.
I think stylistically that's really bad for Adesanya.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because Shmev would fucking double leg him.
Yeah, and like at least hold him against the cage and just like grab his face or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, when Jeff Neal's 12th and I just saw Chris Weidman was 8th, it's like. I mean,
It's really bad, dude. He would beat Chris Weidman within maybe 2 minutes under. Like I would do the under a half round.
yeah, under half of a round would get
So
like.
bad. No.
Like if he wants to stay at middleweight, like if he does like the jump to welterweight and then goes back to middleweight, he should fight Weidman.
because obviously it's just the better plan to go for the welterweight belt and then to move up instead of doing a middleweight belt and then going down.
He's the first fighter in history to do it that way.
That'd be pretty badass. And I feel like if you think he's the guy to do it, he's the guy to do that.
No, he's the only guy who could do that. No one else could win a belt here and then go down because going down's way harder.
Yeah,
Because
that's a fact.
the better fighters are in the lowest. Like the lower you go, the more skilled the fighters are.
True.
That's why TJ got stopped in 30 seconds. Someone else tried to. Edgar lost at 45 twice for the belt. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it happens. When you go down, you're fighting higher level guys. When you go up, you're fighting slower guys.
True.
So I mean, yeah. Should we start a new one or?
Yeah, that's Sports with Brutes. Coming up next, co-main main event recap to Colby versus Woodley.